Hey, it's me, Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions here. Got my weekly haul and one back issue that if I didn't buy it, I would have kicked myself for years. So I'm going, and actually I'll go do indies first. No DC this week. I was going to pick up the Batgirl selfie variant, but it looked terrible. Yeah, I'm like, I'm behind on Batgirl right now. I don't need to spend the extra money. Instead, I bought a back issue that was expensive. So first, Star Wars issue 20. I'm sad this is ending. Everything's building up in like September. I've got all this stuff going on, like Edge of Spider-Verse, and I was thinking, what else is ending like at the end of this year? And I'm like, my 2 Star Wars books are ending. So I'm bummed. I'm loving this cover though. This is one of the better covers of this whole series right here. It's just I like it. Next, move on to Image, Walking Dead 130. Everyone's talked about this cover's awesome. The series is, we're over halfway through an arc now. And Volume 21 came out a couple weeks ago, so Volume 22 should be coming out in like November or so. October, maybe. So basically, it's usual time. Next, we move on to Marvel. The rest of these are Marvel. Sorry, my voice cracked and went up like an octave. Unfortunately, I don't get why all of Marvel had to release all of my books this week. Because next week I just get Miss Marvel from them. Well, I got Thunderbolts here. And we're wrapping up this story. This is halfway through this arc. It's supposed to end at issue 32 or so. Amazing X-Men issue 10. Wolverine's gonna die soon. So that's what's gonna happen. Cool Colossus cover. That's awesome. I think that's Colossus. Next, the last X book, Nightcrawler. This is issue 5. Last issue was really upsetting, but I think this one's going to be more lighthearted. And we do have Claremont still in the book, so that's good. And then we go into my tie-in book, Amazing Spider-Man number 5. Number 4 wasn't really a tie-in, except for at the beginning. The beginning event was a tie-in, and then the rest of it. I don't like this series right now. In my opinion, Dan Slott needs to finish up this arc and get off the book. Get someone else on it. Just get anyone. Get Charles Soule on Amazing Spider-Man. I want to see what he can do with it. But right now, everything is just focused. Well, we got Silk in there now. But it's just this whole Black Cat, Electro revenge thing. And Black Cat's in there because people like Black Cat. I don't care for Black Cat all that much. I used to like her more, but after the incident in Superior, I don't like dealing with Black Cat because she's just unpleasant now. With good reason. Don't get me wrong, she has good reason, but she's boring now. Not a flirtatious love interest thing. And then Electro is in there because he was the main villain in the last movie. That's the only reason he's in there. I don't even think that like Dan Slott wanted Electro in it. I think that the Marvel as a publishing company is like, Electro, we need him in there. So unfortunately the book suffers with that. I peeked in the back. It looks like we're gonna have more business with them next issue. I don't know if it'll be an original Sin tie-in though. And the kind of not original Sin. They need to. It shouldn't, because we're getting into the Edge of Spider-Verse next month, on my birth month. I get the death of Wolverine and the Edge of the Spider-Verse, which is going to kill me financially, and Dark Tower. So I have a shitload of books coming out from Marvel, and then we have the DC Futures End bullshit. So now, moving on from that, before I start rambling more. I went to a different shop today. Now this is a shop that I don't go to because the last time I went to this shop, it's in the middle of downtown, at the city that's next to my town, and it's not a safe area. It is more so now, but it used to, last year it was full of homeless. Like they were ruining things and stuff. It was depressing, and I was almost mugged by some lovely white trash. And so I just haven't been back there since. I came back today I was bored, and I went to the comic shop early. I was going to go with maybe Devin'sComics, Mr. Mooser, and our buddy Nick, who just came back from the military. So we were just going to go shop together. More than likely, Logan, Mr. Mooser, wasn't going to show up. That's a typical thing, you know. His channel, he doesn't use that. Yeah. So, well, I was supposed to move my cousin and his wife yesterday. I was supposed to help them move, and that didn't happen. So now I wake up today after cleaning up. One of my cats missed the litter box. They're like, my family's like, oh, your cousin should be calling you today. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I'm down there early, and I'm wandering around downtown. I'm like, oh, I'll go to this comic shop. I haven't been to in forever. Look, I'm looking around for Amazing Spider-Man, which they had none that was well priced. Like the only Amazing Spider-Man was like up on the wall, and you know when it's up on the wall, it's expensive. So I'm going through the long boxes. They had some Spectacular, but it wasn't in good condition. They had some Star Wars stuff, but it was a lot of just random issues. So I didn't go with that. And then I saw Spawn. And I've been watching 87 Boba Fett, who collects Spawn. He almost has a full run at this point of Spawn. And I'm like, you know, I want to collect Spawn. I like to have an image first, even though Spawn was terrible at first, but at least it wasn't Wildcats or Youngblood bad. So I'm like, let me randomly go in. So I pull this out, and I'm like, this can't be a first print. And I look it up. It is a first print. $10. Now, I get it, Spawn #1 doesn't go for much online, and I may have paid a little much, but then I realized, my goodness, there's barely any wear and tear on the spine. I need to get this. Because my shop I go to all the time is a mom and pop shop, and the lowest Spawn they have is issue 3, and they want $30 for that. And it's in nowhere near as good condition as this. Now, I don't know if someone like masturbated and it cummed all over it, like on the inside, and all the pages are stuck together, because it doesn't look like much. Like where I live, you get moisture in the air sometimes, so the comics wrinkle. Like my Damien set of Batman set, all 4 of those, because they came out in the winter, and it was overcast most of the winter. It didn't rain; it was just overcast. And it wrinkled the pages, so, which is annoying, and it devalues your book. But hey, this doesn't really have it. It has a little, and that's because of also the oils in your skin when you read it. This thing literally looks like it was read once, and was bagged and boarded. This isn't a bad bag. I think this is a new bag too. And it's not bad at all. Though I might want to get Mylar or some shit. It looks like it just sat in someone's long box since 1992. Makes this book older than me. And, yeah. So I got that. I couldn't resist. And they have lots of low issues. Like, I think they have a #2. And if I have money next week, which is doubtful, I don't even think I can afford my books this week. Plus the eBay bidding, I got a little carried away on eBay again. You know me. So maybe next haul, maybe some Walking Dead back issues? I don't know. Fuck. That is all, folks. I'm going to redo the tag a comic nerd thing, or whatever the hell it was called that 1904 Comics did, because this will be the 4th time taking that video, and I ramble way too much, so yeah. Have a nice day, people. Love me some comics.